Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. So, if you guys recall the last time I talked about Rigetti stock, I said, hey, it broke down, it broke down, and that hadn't happened in a while. It was going sideways here, which was beautiful, right? We love sideways action. We love trends too, but we prefer buying the bottom in a range because it's easy, right? You buy at the bottom, it pumps, you make your money. When it breaks down, and I saw that breakdown, what did I tell you? I'm guys, stay away, take the small loss and move on. If you have a strategy, you would have just already gotten out. Like you would have taken the small loss and you're like, you know what, I'll buy back in even cheaper. So then it pumped to what, 1231, and it's in this channel and it's just going lower. Now it's sitting at what, and at 10, barely holding on to 10 here in after hours. So I would be very, again, I think it's better to play it safe, and let's just wait to see if it comes down under 10, because if it does break under 10, uh, who knows where buyers will show up. Last time we broke under 10, buyers did not show up until $6. So if you're holding at 10 and then it drops 40%, that kind of sucks. And so I'm waiting. I don't like it's at a 50% discount from highs. Yes, I get that. But I think we can get a bigger discount here. I think we can get 70% off from highs at least. That's how I think of it. Think of it as a discount. But I want a bigger discount. Maybe I'm being greedy in the sense that I want a bigger discount on the stock. We'll see what happens, but I would want this one to come down even lower. And if the market continues to do what it's been doing, which is tech stocks, Bitcoin miners, everything's just coming on down, then if the market as a whole is going to bring everything down, then why would we buy? Let it come down nice and cheap. I want a bigger discount here with RGTI. Like I bought color stock and I'm starting to average down on that one because that one's like over 50% off from highs. Right now we're literally at $10 and it was at high of 21, so we're right at about 50% off, right? So but I want more. I want 70% off, 80% off. So come on down to 6 or at least to that purple line. The crossover has not, you know, we've gotten nothing. We've gotten nothing. So no crossover really, and no purple line touch. Nothing has been happening with this one for the past 2 months, other than we continue to go down lower. And the market is doing the same. So I need you to ask yourself, when a stock is going down, why is it going down? Is the market itself bringing everything down with it? Or is it related to news, bad news? Because only negative news would send the stock crashing, right? Or Nvidia opening his big mouth, right? You guys remember that? That didn't happen too long ago when Jensen opened his big mouth and caused this huge 50% drop, which some of you were like thankful that I saved you because I was like, I wouldn't buy here, be very careful. And yeah, so you don't want to get caught. You don't want to get caught like that again, where you buy here and then it just goes to $6. I would say hold off until after Nvidia earnings, because Nvidia, if you guys recall, when Nvidia drops, what happens to the stock market as a whole? It comes down too. We saw that with the DeepSeek. So be very, like I said, be very cautious. You have to respect Nvidia. It's one of the best stocks out there. But when it drops, it brings everything else down with it. So I think today it dropped like what, $8 or something. Yeah, it dropped 2 days in a row. It just dropped huge, and it just brought everything down with it. So I would say wait, hold off. If 10 doesn't hold and Nvidia doesn't, if it has bad earnings, we're coming on down. I think which stock was it today? Hims. Yeah, this stock had good earnings today. It had really good earnings, and it still dropped 17%. So I don't know how to interpret that. That's very interesting. Imagine a stock having good earnings and it drops anyways. So that's not a good look when a company is performing well and it has good earnings, but the stock still sells off. That's just that's not a good look. That's just, let me put it that way. Just be very careful. Be very careful. Because I don't want you to get caught holding a bag. Like you buy here at 10 thinking it's going to bounce and then it just keeps going lower. I have not bought in for long term. I want to buy for long term. But like I said, if the market's coming down, let it bring it down. There has been no bad news for this. In fact, the one time it did drop big was just a guy opening his big mouth. Like, other than that, this price action has been kind of it's just been following the market, right? The market pumped because of Trump, right? And then it went sideways, and then we're starting to come down. So it's moving with the markets. And that's important to know. That's an advantage, believe it or not. Knowing the difference between this is dropping because of the markets is all coming down versus, oh, this is dropping because I think, bad news or whatever. There's no bad news on this. There's nothing negative, no negative headlines, nothing. It's literally just following the market. So let it come down, nice and cheap, and I'll alert when I start accumulating. And I think we can see this under 10. Will we see it at 6? I don't know, but the purple line is literally at $6 as well, along with our horizontal support there. That's where buyers showed up big last time. So we'll see we'll see where things go. Those Nvidia earnings, keep an eye on those. That's going to be the big one. Everyone's watching. Everyone's keeping an eye on that because that's going to be the big market mover. And Rigetti will be reporting their financial results on the 5th of March. So that's coming up, what, in 2 weeks? No, wow, not even. It's coming up in a week and 2 days. Okay. So wait, a week after Nvidia earnings? That's going to be interesting. All right. That's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take advantage of the opportunities and be excited when things come down nice and cheap.